Good morning, everyone. Well, just morning. It's 11:53. I'm recording my first impromptu sort of random video, if you like. Basically, there's been a hell of a lot of athletics go on, and on a week-to-week basis, it's very hard to catch up with it at the moment. I mean, just recently, we've had the Kenyan Trials, we've had the USA Olympic Trials, which is going on at the moment. There's also been other random races around Europe. So this is just a bit of an impromptu video just to keep you up to date with it. There's a lot going on my channel at the moment. So tomorrow we have an interview with Emma Step 2 coming up, which I'm nervous about. It's fantastic to have an athlete of that caliber on the show, which would be brilliant. And also on Sunday, myself and Matt are going to be doing a all-time British men's Olympic team. So it'll be basically, we'll be going the whole hog through the running events. So 100 meters through to 200, 400, etc., etc. 3 athletes can qualify as per usual, as the trials would normally say. We might do a little bit of a review of the British trials, but to be honest with you, I quite like picking an all-time British 11. That would be brilliant. I'm really looking forward to that. So yeah, so this is just something to keep you up to date with what's going on in the running world at the moment. So as I said, the Kenyan Trials happened, and I'm going to start straight away with a bit of a shock, which I think Jakob Ingebrigtsen's going to absolutely love this, in the fact that Timothy Cheruiyot, who is the current world champion, is out. He's not going to be going to the Olympics. The Kenyan team have not picked him. He only finished 4th in his trials. The guy who won it was Charles Simaturo. I definitely didn't pronounce that right. He won it in 3:33.02, and a guy called Kumar Etalang, again, I definitely haven't pronounced that right, comes second in 3:33.12. Very little known about him. I don't think a lot of the Kenyans even knew about him, which is worrying. And the guy who came third was Abel Kipsang in 3:34. So they're your 3 picks for the Kenyan team in 1500 meters. So, I mean, let's see if they can challenge for a medal. But I think Jakob Ingebrigtsen's going to be rubbing his hands and thinking, yeah, that's one person I don't have to beat. Fantastic. So yeah, going on from the Kenyan Trials, so Helen Obiri is going to be racing her 10,000. She done it in the trials. She won it in 30:53, which was quite comfortable. Another interesting participant was Bridget Kosgei, the world marathon record holder. I've covered her quite a few times in this channel already because of her shoes. But she came 6th and is clearly focusing on the marathon, but she came 6th in this race with 32:18. Not bad effort. But I think, yeah, clearly her focus is should be anyway on the marathon. In terms of Helen Obiri, she again finished 2nd in the 5,000 meter race. So I think, to be honest with you, I think she's going to be doubling up. I'm not sure if that's been 100% confirmed, but she came 2nd. She's more than eligible to do it. Definitely got the time. So the woman who won that was Lillian Kasai. So we're going to have an interesting team there, hopefully. Again, a big name casualty is Consensus Kipruto. He hasn't qualified. He's been in shocking form, and I think myself and Matt have covered it previously. He's got some things going on in his personal life. That's been well documented. Certainly don't know what, but it's certainly affecting him because he DNF'd again in the trials. The guy who won it was Leonard Bett, who is very well established now. He's one of the top runners in the world. So yeah, he's going to be to be honest with you, probably end up winning the medal. There is a strong steeplechase field now, so let's see how they do. And I'm not sure how the Americans are going to come as well. The Americans always bring a strong team, so let's see if we can have a different winner. The men's 10K was won by Jeffrey Kamwara, an athlete I really like. He's his main event's probably the half marathon. He's 3-time world half marathon champion. this is his fastest 10K since 2017. He's had a road accident before as well. He's dabbled with the marathon, done very well in the marathon. Trains with Kipchoge, but actually stepped down to do the 10K, and it looks like it's going to be a good decision. So it looks like he's going to be in the team. 27:01. What a race that was. And the guys who come second and third were pretty close to him as well. So I'm assuming that they're all going to get picked. Fantastic. And moving away from the distance events, now this is, for me, an embarrassment to British men's sprinting anyway. The guy who won this is a guy called Ferdinand Omanyala. He won the 100 meters in 10:02, which is the Olympic qualifying standard for Kenya. So he's going, and it's faster than any of the British guys have done. Come on, guys. Come on. I'm sure the British trials will bring out the best in our guys, but flipping heck, we can't have a Kenyan middle distance and long distance nation beat us at sprints. We can't have that. Come on, guys, pull your finger out. Okay, and I will go on to the American trials in a second, but to be honest with you, there's been a few other races as well, which, talking of a few of the British runners, there was a very strong 800-meter race in Poland on June the 19th. So you got Jamie Webb and Elliot Giles who competed for Britain. Jamie Webb came second in the race in 1:44.14, and Elliot Giles literally just behind him, 1:44.20. Both got new PBs. Both Olympic qualifying standards. So I'm wondering whether they can do it. They can do the business in the trials this weekend. I hope so, because I'd love them two runners to go. Another runner of note in there was a guy named Krzysztof Rosnicki. My pronunciations are terrible this episode. 17 years old. He's broke the European 17-year-old record. He ran 1:44.57. 1:44.57 as a 17-year-old. He literally finished just behind Marcin Lewandowski. He's got a bright future ahead of him, 100%. Madrid on the same day, we saw the return of Wade van Niekerk. His fastest time for 4 years. He's had such a bad luck with injuries. He injured his knee in a charity rugby match, and he hasn't been the same since. But look, he's around 44.5, which will put him in contention in a one-off championship race, I feel. So look, let's see how his body holds up. He's obviously been training really well. I follow him on Instagram. He's been posting about loads of 100, 200s he's done as well. So he's clearly trying to get his speed back. And look, I think it's working. So look, hopefully he races himself into shape. And moving away just from the track quickly. So in preparation for the Olympic marathon, Ben Connor won the Sunderland 10K in 30 minutes and 3 seconds. That looked like a very comfortable run out for him. And I think going on the report, that's going to be his last race until the Olympic race. So good luck to Ben. I think he's done really well, first in the London Marathon, but also the trials. He ran and done what he needed to do, finished behind Chris Thompson. So hopefully them two can have a strong race alongside Callum Hawkins in the marathon. I'm really looking forward to that one. Really, really looking forward. Going into the USA, the USA trials, again, there was a couple of shocks. And again, whoever, middle distance seems to be somewhere where you can really do hit and miss. I mean, the guy who's missed out here, he was one of my favorites going into the Olympics. So yeah, he's out straight away. But the men's 800 meters, I mean, it was won in a world lead by Clayton Murphy, 1:43.17, massive time, massive. And the guy who comes second also done a 1:43.85, which was Isaiah Dewitt. And Bryce Hoppel come in third in 1:44.14. So there is your team. Donovan Brazier, who was the fastest man in the world before Clayton Murphy, he finished dead last, 1:47.88, which means he's not going. Again, whoever's doing the 800 meters around the world is going to be rubbing their. I mean, that's opened it up. I mean, to be honest with you, if Clayton Murphy can run how he's doing, I think he can win the whole thing. So yeah, let's see how it goes with that one. The second shock, Galen Rupp, out of the 10K. He's not going, and he finishes 6th in 27:59:44. So again, someone who is well known, not always for the right reasons, unfortunately, but actually, you know what, he's been very high profile the last 10 years, I would say. He's not going. And the guy who won it was a guy named Woody Kincaid in 27:53:62. He sounds like he should have won the Scottish Trials, but with his name. But he won it, and yeah, it looks like he's going. And looking at, going away from the running events, just, I mean, world record. I mean, this just shows how strong the USA Trials are. The world record was broken in the shot put. Ryan Krauser threw that massive shot put of 23:37. All of his throws in that competition would have won it. I mean, he got 5 legal throws. He was very high 22s all the time. Then 5th throw, he pulls out a 23:37. I mean, the guy's just behind him on the day, and also you're looking at the rest of the field as well. I mean, if he throws like that in the Olympics, no one's going to get anywhere near him. The consistency is just not there in shot putting at the moment, because my expert level of shot put knowledge is unreal. But literally looking at the amount of times and distances that they've been throwing is just, if he can throw that, he's going to win it. Simple as that. Some of the other results that are in, so bearing in mind that these trials are still going on, so Sha'Carri Richardson, no shock there, has won the women's 100 meters in 10:86. Very bright star. I think she's going to be giving Dina Asher-Smith, Blessing Okabari, Jose Marie Talu. There's loads of real good women's sprinters out there. So, and the rest of the USA team, unfortunately, I haven't got their names, but hopefully we can see a strong field there. Women's 400 meters was won in 49:78 by Quinara Hayes, but second is one of the best Olympians. I mean, I always associate this name with Olympics, is Alison Felix. She's going again. I believe this might be a 5th. It can't be a 5th. It's got to be a 4th Olympics. Unbelievable. She's going to be going again, 50.02. And she finished 2nd. That's brilliant. That's fantastic. Women's 1500 meters, won in 3:58.3. So again, that's a meeting record. So to beat an American record, fantastic. An American champs record, I should say. A lady called Ellie Pernier Sinclair, 3:58. Lady who finished 2nd was Corey McGee. I think she was very emotional at the start. So I follow a training group which is led by Emma Coburn. I follow that on Instagram. You could see the emotions that were pouring out of not just Corey, but Emma. There was Emma Jane Bates there as well. That massive result for her, and it's a PB of just over 4 minutes. And the third lady was Heather McLean, which was 4:02, again a PB. So some good results there. And also worth mentioning that Jenny Simpson didn't qualify. She finished 10th, but what a career she's had, a massive career. So good luck to her, and hopefully she can bounce back with some races just later on in the year. For the men's 100 meters, one of my favorite results, not from the winner or anything like that, but Justin Gatlin finished dead last in 10:87. How the guy can compete with 2 failed drugs tests, and he comes back and is still competing. It's beyond me how this guy is still competing. He finished dead last in 10:87, and I just thought, fantastic. He's not going. I'm not sure if he's going to be part of a relay team. I hope not. But yeah, he shouldn't be there. The guy who won it was Trayvon Brunel. He's been on fire this year. He ran it in 9:80, which is not a PB, not a season's best, not a champ's best. So again, it just shows you how strong the field is this year for 100 meters. Ronnie Baker and Fred Curley, they finished 2nd and 3rd. So Ronnie Baker, 9.85 PB. Fred Curley, he's competed in everything from 1, 2, and 4. He's ran this in 9:86, which is a PB for him. So it'd be interesting to see what other events he's going to be doing. Another mention in that field is Noah Lyles. He finished 7th. He's definitely known for his 200-meter running. So look, let's see how he goes in the 200 meters. The men's 400 meters was Michael Norman and Michael Cherry. They're the two standout names in 400-meter running at the moment, especially when it comes to the Americans. It was one in the season's best for Michael Norman in 44:07. And also you look at Michael Cherry. I mean, the standard is unreal. He's ran a PB of 44:35. So look, them two are going to give each other a very good run for their money, which is going to be brilliant. And yeah, that is all I have on there. I think that's the major coverage of the track and field. I mean, I really wanted to do this just so that we don't get behind with all the athletics. You know, there's a danger of that. If I put too longer videos out, then you know, people are going to get lost. So it's a few impromptu videos will be coming out. There's big plans coming up for the channel in terms of activities and also interviews coming up as well. So please stay tuned and thanks for watching. Thank you very much.